Horses are on the track for the first race at the Illinois State Fair, first half of the daily double. Win, place, show, and exacta wagering. Scratch the 9 Warrior Lady because she is sick. Looking ahead to race 2, the second half of the daily double, Hart Walker will drive number 9, Lady Bidmore, in race 2. Today's first race is part of the Illinois Standardbred Owners and Breeders Association, or ISOBA, series for Illinois-bred horses. These are 2-year-old pacing fillies. Let's meet the starters. Number 1, PATETICO, owned by Ron Lott of Athens, by Graham Ross Jr. of Covington, Tennessee, trained by Graham Ross Jr. Dave MAGEE is up. 2, Fox Valley Trixie is owned by Brandy PINSKE of Downers Grove, trained and driven by Brian Penske. Number 3, Homemade Brownie, is owned by William Phillips and Marvin Jack Carter of Carrollton, trained by Bob Walker. The driver is Dale Heitman. 4 is Looking Good Charlene, owned by Paula Smith of Valparaiso, Indiana, trained by Amanda Smith. The driver is Joel Smith. Number 5, Apple Dumpling, is owned by Melissa and Frank Fisher of Albion, trained by Pat Malloy Jr. He's in the bike. Number 6, Fancy Muffler, is owned by Steve Newcomb of Chicago and Terry Duffy of Lamont, trained by Tex Motes of Fairfield. Tony Morgan, the driver. Number 7, Macy Wave, owned by Jim Shearer and Orrin Miles of Olney, Illinois, trained by Irvin Miller. Andy Miller in the bike. Number 8, Andrea Cole Lynn, owned by George Winters of Carrollton and Reggie Winters of Jerseyville, trained by Reggie Winters. Doug Talley is in the bike. Number 9, Warrior Lady, is scratched. Post time is less than 5 minutes away. The track is fast. On the world's fastest 1-mile dirt track, here they come. They're off and pacing. Fancy Muffler guns out for the early lead. Homemade Brownie is there. Fox Valley Trixie down to the inside, and Homemade Brownie kicks in between horses, moves up to get the lead from Fox Valley Trixie at the entry to the first turn. Apple Dumpling goes third, around Looking Good Charlene, who settles toward the inside in fourth. PATETICO is fifth. Fancy Muffler is sixth, followed by Macy Wave in seventh. Andrea Cole Lynn is eighth and last. They're all single file. The quarter, 27 2/5 seconds. Homemade Brownie on top by a length and a half. Fox Valley Trixie second by 2. Apple Dumpling goes third by 3. Looking Good Charlene is fourth. PATETICO is fifth, racing some 8 lengths off the lead. Another 2 lengths to Fancy Muffler. Macy Wave is waiting next to last. Andrea Cole Lynn is the trailer. They're halfway home, chasing Homemade Brownie, who leads it by some 2 lengths. Fox Valley Trixie goes second, past the half-mile mark. Apple Dumpling third, the half in a quick 55 and 4/5 seconds. Gap of 3 to Looking Good Charlene. PATETICO, Fancy Muffler, Macy Wave to the outside is 10 lengths off the lead, followed by Andrea Cole Lynn. And PATETICO comes off the rail from the center of the pack, still 6 lengths off the lead. Homemade Brownie leads it by a length. Apple Dumpling starts moving up into second, around the outside of Fox Valley Trixie. PATETICO moves into contention fourth, around Looking Good Charlene. Fancy Muffler 5 lengths away, will have to come 3 wide from center pack. 3/4, 125 and 3. Homemade Brownie still leads Apple Dumpling and Fox Valley Trixie, who's buried toward the inside. Fancy Muffler angles wide. PATETICO and Looking Good Charlene are buried behind horses. Macy Wave in the center of the track, 4 lengths off the lead. Here comes Fox Valley Trixie inside of Homemade Brownie. Fancy Muffler and Macy Wave on the outside. Fancy Muffler short lead. Fox Valley Trixie is there. Fancy Muffler, Macy Wave, and Fox Valley Trixie. Here's the line. Fancy Muffler gets it 3/4 of a length. Macy Wave on the grandstand side was second, and Fox Valley Trixie was third in 155 flat. Driver Tony Morgan leads the driver standings in Chicago, at Balmoral Park, at Maywood Park, and once again he has been up at the top of the standings nationally throughout the course of the year. He's a former leading dash-winning driver for North America, and he won the last 2 races yesterday. Takes the first race today, 3 straight at the Illinois State Fair. Tony Morgan and Fancy Muffler. Fancy Muffler is by Cole Muffler, owned by Steve Newcomb and Terry Duffy of Chicago and Lamont, trained by Tex Motes of Fairfield, bred by Wayne Oliver of Lee's Summit, Missouri. 155, 3rd win of the year for that filly, and a new lifetime record.